a bicycle you can ride underwater, real pigeons that can control missiles, wallets implanted inside your body.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
And machines that defy all logic. These aren't scenes from a sci-fi movie. They're real.
Yes.
Can you see?
Oh my goodness. Wow, what do you think? Yes.
So you better stay for the most shocking technological inventions that will keep you up at night.
This is Deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing.
One of today's most surprising digital tools is Deepfake technology. It uses smart software to mix faces and voices into videos that look very real, but aren't. People can appear to say or do things they never did. While this tool was first made for fun or art, it later raised concerns when used without care. Deepfakes are now being watched closely by experts, as they can sometimes confuse or mislead viewers. Still, in the right hands, this tech has also helped in movies, learning, and even voice support tools. The key lies in how it's used. Deepfake technology shows us that when machines learn from us, they can reflect both creativity and concern. It's a soft line between smart design and mindful use. Dog Translator Collar. Imagine being able to understand exactly what your dog is thinking. That's the idea behind the Dog Translator Collar, a device that promises to translate your pet's sounds and movements into human language. The collar works by analyzing a dog's vocalizations, body language, and other behaviors. It then tries to match those actions with words, giving humans a possible translation of what their dog might be trying to communicate. While it's still in the experimental phase, many pet owners are excited about the possibility of better understanding their furry friends. It's a simple step toward connecting with animals in a new way, showing that technology could bridge the gap between humans and the creatures that share our lives. Social credit systems.
It's a mechanism like pushes you to become a better citizen, to build on the trust, especially on the Chinese market.
In some places, digital systems are being used to keep track of people's everyday behavior. These are called social credit systems. They gather information such as how bills are paid, how rules are followed, or how people behave in public. Then, a score is given based on these actions. A higher score may bring benefits, while a lower one might lead to small limits. These programs are meant to support good habits, but they've also raised concerns about personal freedom and fairness. People wonder how much of daily life should be watched. It shows how technology is not just part of homes and phones, but also connected to choices and decisions. This kind of system opens quiet questions about privacy in a digital world. Bionic Eyes. For people with vision loss, science has introduced something once thought impossible: bionic eyes. These are small systems placed inside or near the eye that help send signals to the brain. They don't bring full sight back, but they can help someone notice shapes, light, or slow movement.
Yes.
Can you see?
Oh my goodness. Wow, what do you think? Yes.
The system works by using a tiny camera and sending that information straight to the person's visual center. Though still being developed, bionic eyes have given new hope to people around the world. They also open the door to future designs that may help even more. The idea of seeing with the help of a machine sounds futuristic, but for many, it's becoming real. It's a quiet reminder of how science keeps opening new paths forward. Robot dogs for policing. Robotic dogs are machines built to help in public safety and rescue work. They look like four-legged animals, but move with metal limbs and computer systems. These tools can enter places that might be unsafe for people, like damaged buildings or crowded areas. Some of them carry cameras and sensors to explore and report back to human teams. At first, they were used mostly in rescue efforts, but now they're being tested in city patrols too. This has led to mixed opinions. Some see them as useful helpers, while others feel unsure about machines watching over public spaces. These robot dogs show how machines can work side by side with people, yet also raise new questions about how far technology should go in everyday life. Microchip implants.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
Tiny microchips are now being placed under the skin to help with daily tasks. Some people use them to open doors, unlock phones, or even store medical details. The chip is about the size of a grain of rice and sits quietly under the skin, often in the hand. It works through radio signals that respond when scanned. Although it sounds helpful, the idea has raised questions about privacy and control. Some wonder what might happen if this technology becomes common everywhere. Others are excited about how it could make life easier. These chips show how technology is getting closer to our bodies, not just our homes and devices. It's a quiet shift that may lead to bigger changes in how we live. Electroshock therapy helmets. In earlier times, scientists explored different ways to support people facing mental struggles. One such method involved a helmet-like device that sent gentle electric waves through the head. These waves were meant to adjust brain activity and bring a sense of balance to the mind. Some believed it helped people feel calmer, though the process often needed careful handling. The helmets were designed to fit over the head, with wires connected to a control box. Over time, the approach changed, and newer, softer methods took its place. Still, these helmets remain a part of medical history. They remind us of how early science searched for solutions, even if the tools looked unusual. Today, technology has moved forward with safer and more thoughtful designs. Lab-grown human organs. In modern science labs, researchers are learning how to grow human organs using special cells. These organs, like kidneys or livers, are carefully formed in small chambers with the right nutrients and support. The goal is to help people who need organ replacements by offering a gentle and safe option. This method could reduce long waiting times and lower health risks. It's still being studied, but progress has already brought new hope to many. By building these parts from a person's own cells, the body might accept them more easily. Lab-grown organs are a quiet sign of how far medical science has come. They also remind us that careful steps and thoughtful work can lead to real help for people in need. Mind-reading devices. New technology is being made that can gently read patterns from the brain and turn them into signals. These signals can then control screens, tools, or even machines. The goal is to help people who have trouble moving or speaking. With this device, they might be able to write messages or move a chair by just thinking. It sounds like science fiction, but it's already being tested in labs. Still, there are questions about how much of a person's thoughts should be shared or stored. As this tool grows, many believe it needs clear rules to protect privacy. Mind-reading devices offer a new way to connect the brain to machines, showing how close the link between thoughts and technology is becoming. Bats and explosives.
This dental surgeon by the name of Dr. Lyle Adams thinks that he has the ideal remedy, the ideal weapon for the United States.
During a quiet period of World War times, a group of thinkers worked on a very unusual idea. They planned to use small bats in a special way. These bats were gently carried in containers and had tiny devices attached to them. The hope was that they would fly into rooftops or dark corners in buildings, where the devices could start tiny fires.
Each hibernating bat is fitted with a little incendiary device of napalm.
The idea seemed useful for certain war situations, but during testing, things didn't go as planned, and the project was eventually stopped. The plan may sound strange today, but it was part of a time when people were trying many different things. Looking back, using animals this way feels odd and makes people think deeply about how far technology can go. Taser gloves. engineers created a special type of glove for personal safety that could send out a light electric signal when touched to something. These gloves looked normal, but had small technology built inside that could deliver a gentle shock in close situations. They were designed for people working in risky jobs who might need to protect themselves without using strong tools. With just a tap, they could give a light response, enough to create space or signal danger without causing harm. Even though they stayed mostly in labs and training areas, they showed how wearable tools can do more than we expect. It's a soft way of showing how clothes might one day protect us. Vomiting Larry.
To turn out the lights and make Larry vomit.
To better understand how sickness moves through air and onto surfaces, researchers created a helpful machine named Larry. This tool was built to gently copy how a person might react during an upset stomach. Larry could release a fine spray, letting scientists watch how far the particles traveled. With special lights, they could track the droplets landing on tables, chairs, or nearby walls. The goal was to learn how easily germs could spread in places like hospitals or cruise ships. The results showed that the tiny droplets moved farther than many had guessed. Thanks to Larry's testing, health experts learned how to improve cleaning steps and space designs. This simple machine became a quiet but powerful way to help protect people in real-life spaces. Pigeon-guided missiles. One creative wartime idea involved training pigeons to help guide flying tools towards specific places. These birds were gently placed inside a small space with a clear screen. When the birds saw a picture of a goal on the screen, they tapped it with their beaks. That tapping would help keep the tool pointed in the right direction. Trainers believed pigeons were smart and could focus better than early machines. Though it was tested, the idea was never used outside of training. Still, it surprised many people how natural creatures were trusted with such an important task. This quiet and clever plan shows how creative people were during times of change, even if it never became part of regular use. Bike-powered plane. In a unique moment in flying history, engineers once tested a lightweight plane powered not by fuel, but by the steady effort of pedaling, just like riding a bike. A pilot sat inside and used foot pedals to turn a propeller. This strange-looking craft lifted gently into the air, staying balanced through careful design and the pilot's movement. It didn't fly for long distances, but it proved that human energy alone could lift something into the sky. The project was not about building fast planes, but about showing what was possible with simple tools and clever design. The bike-powered plane remains one of the most unusual flying machines ever made, showing how creative ideas can lead to quiet but amazing breakthroughs. Walking assist device. For people who struggle to walk due to illness or injury, a walking assist device can be a life-changing tool. These devices come in many forms, from simple canes to advanced robotic exoskeletons. The purpose is to offer support, making it easier to move with less effort. The exoskeleton, for example, is worn over the body and works by giving strength to the legs, helping the user stand and walk with more ease. While these devices are still being improved, they have already helped many individuals regain some independence. Whether for rehabilitation or daily tasks, walking assist devices show how technology is designed to enhance the quality of life and bring back abilities that were once lost. Gas mask. The gas mask, originally designed for safety, has been used for protecting people from dangerous air conditions, like toxic gases or smoke. These masks cover the nose and mouth with filters that trap harmful particles in the air. During wars, especially in World War I, gas masks were crucial in protecting soldiers from chemical warfare. They were later adapted for other uses, including for firefighters and workers in hazardous environments. While they may seem unsettling in design, gas masks are a quiet reminder of how people have faced challenges from the environment and learned to adapt. Today, they continue to be an important tool for safety in various fields, showing how protection can come in the form of a simple yet essential device. Slapping clock. The slapping clock is one of the oddest timekeeping inventions from the past. It was designed to help people wake up early, but not in the usual way. Instead of a gentle ring, this clock actually slapped its owner when it was time to get up. The idea was that the physical action would force someone out of sleep. The slap would come from a small mechanical arm that extended when the alarm went off, lightly tapping the sleeper. While this may sound strange, it was intended to give a quick, no-nonsense wake-up. Over time, it was replaced with gentler alarm clocks, but the slapping clock remains a quirky example of how creativity once met frustration in the pursuit of a good morning. Hybrid experiments. Some scientists have begun studying ways to blend tiny parts of human and animal cells. These early tests, done inside labs, are meant to better understand diseases or find new medical answers. For example, placing human cells into animals may help researchers learn how certain organs grow or how treatments affect different parts of the body. These blended forms are not fully developed and are carefully controlled under strict rules. Even so, the topic has brought quiet debate. People wonder about the right limits between science and nature. These experiments are still in the early stages, but they show how far curiosity can reach. They also remind us that with each new step, care and respect must always guide discovery. Underwater bicycle. The concept of an underwater bicycle sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but it exists. These specially designed bikes allow riders to pedal through water instead of on land. They come with sealed, airtight compartments to keep the rider dry while they move through lakes or oceans. With large wheels and a streamlined frame, these bikes can move surprisingly fast underwater. Originally created for fun and recreational purposes, underwater bicycles have now also found uses in scientific exploration. They allow researchers to access deeper parts of bodies of water while remaining dry. The idea might seem strange, but it's a unique way of merging fitness and adventure, offering an entirely new experience for those seeking to explore the world beneath the surface. Mosquito laser. Fighting mosquitoes can be more than just a nuisance. It's also essential for public health. Enter the mosquito laser, a device designed to target and eliminate mosquitoes using lasers. The machine works by identifying mosquitoes flying in a certain area and then using a laser to zap them. The laser is precise enough to focus on the insect without harming the surrounding environment. It's part of a growing effort to reduce the spread of diseases like malaria and dengue, which mosquitoes carry. Though it sounds like something from a futuristic movie, the mosquito laser is a step toward a more efficient and eco-friendly solution to pest control, showing how technology can be used to tackle real-world health challenges. Furious robot. This robot was originally placed in the factory like all the other machines, designed to help with tasks and increase efficiency. But things took a strange turn one day. Out of nowhere, the robot started malfunctioning. It suddenly became erratic, moving faster and more aggressively than expected. In a surprising twist, it threw a box at the worker nearby, then began acting with surprising fury, slamming into nearby equipment and causing chaos. The factory, once a place of routine, was now in disarray. No one could explain the sudden shift in behavior, and the malfunction quickly escalated. This incident raised new questions about the safety and control of robotic systems, showing that even the most advanced machines can sometimes take unexpected and dangerous turns. Project HARP. Project HARP is a research program focused on learning more about the sky, especially the higher layers above Earth. It was built to send gentle signals upward and study how they behave. The main goal was to improve things like weather prediction, space studies, and long-range communication. Over time, people became curious about how much this project could really do, and many stories began to spread. Some believed it could change the weather or affect signals in odd ways, though those ideas were never proven. Scientists said it was just a peaceful research station. Still, the quiet location and high-tech tools made people wonder. Even today, this project remains a topic of mystery, showing how space science can easily spark the imagination. Plastic surgery for soldiers. In the early 1900s, after the First World War, many soldiers returned with serious injuries to their faces. These wounds often made it hard for them to speak, eat, or even feel comfortable in public. Doctors and artists worked together to bring back some of what was lost. They tried new methods to rebuild parts of the face using careful shaping and skin grafts. The work was slow and often needed many steps, but it helped people feel more like themselves again. Some soldiers also wore painted face masks made just for them. These early efforts marked the beginning of modern plastic surgery. Though the tools were limited back then, the care behind the work made a lasting difference. It became a path toward healing and hope. X-ray shoe fitting machines. In the past, shoe stores had a surprising tool that let people see their feet inside new shoes using X-ray machines. The idea was to help buyers find a perfect fit by showing the bones inside the shoe in real time. Customers would simply place their feet in a box, and the screen would light up. At that time, it felt new and exciting, like something from the future. People didn't think much about the repeated use of X-rays for something so simple. Over time, experts studied the long-term effects and slowly replaced these machines with safer ways to check shoe size. It was a creative solution for a small problem, and now stands as a reminder of how ideas can change with better understanding. Synthetic meat. Scientists have found a way to grow meat in labs without using animals. This is called synthetic or lab-grown meat. It's made from real animal cells, but grown in special containers using nutrients and careful control. The goal is to make food in a cleaner and more kind way. Some people see this as a solution for food supply and farming challenges. Others are still unsure about how it's made and how it might taste. The process is still being improved, but the idea is catching attention worldwide. It could mean fewer resources used and less harm to the environment. Lab-made meat is a quiet change in how food reaches our plates, offering a different path for the future of meals. Self-typing typewriter. In the 20th century, an interesting version of the typewriter was created, one that could type on its own. Called the self-typing typewriter, this invention was built to type out letters or documents without needing a human to press the keys. Instead, the user would provide a set of instructions, and the machine would handle the rest. It worked like a kind of early automated writing tool, though more advanced versions of this technology exist today, such as voice recognition software. The self-typing typewriter was an important step in the development of devices that could assist with writing. It shows how early inventors were already imagining ways to reduce effort and bring efficiency to everyday tasks. Anti-theft briefcase. With so many valuable items stored in personal bags and briefcases, the anti-theft briefcase is becoming an essential accessory for anyone carrying sensitive material. These high-tech briefcases are built with security features that make them almost impossible to open without the owner's permission. Some models use fingerprint or facial recognition, while others have alarms that go off when tampered with. There are even briefcases that can lock themselves if they detect unauthorized movement or if they're dropped. As the world becomes more connected and the risks of theft increase, these smart briefcases provide peace of mind. They are a reminder of how technology is continually evolving to protect what matters most, offering convenience and security in one portable package. Mercury medicine. Long ago, people used a silver-colored liquid called mercury in many health treatments. At the time, it was thought to help with many body problems. It was placed in creams, swallowed in small amounts, or even used in tools for checking body warmth. But after many years of use, experts started noticing that it didn't always have the calming effects they hoped for. Slowly, they learned that this shiny liquid could build up inside the body in ways they didn't expect. These findings helped change health practices and led to better safety rules. Though it's no longer used in the same way, mercury remains a big part of medical history. Looking back, it reminds us how medical knowledge continues to grow with time. AI-powered killer robots. Machines powered by artificial intelligence are being built to make fast decisions on their own. Some of these robots are designed for defense and security, able to move quickly and respond to situations without waiting for human input. They use cameras, sensors, and advanced learning systems to understand their surroundings. Though this makes them highly effective, it also brings concerns. People wonder what might happen if they make the wrong choice or act without full understanding. Many experts are calling for clear rules to guide how such machines should be used. The goal is to keep things safe while using new tools in smart ways. These robots are a powerful example of how machines are beginning to think and act on their own. The Zar Bomba. One of the largest energy tools ever built was tested in a far northern area during a tense period in history. It was made to show how much power could be created by human hands. When it was used, people nearby felt strong shaking, and the sky lit up with a bright flash. This tool wasn't designed to be used often, but rather as a way to demonstrate new abilities. Self-replicating nanobots. Nanobots are tiny machines, much smaller than a grain of sand, that can work inside places like water pipes or even the human body. Some scientists are exploring a design where these bots can make copies of themselves. The idea is to help fix large problems by building up small parts one step at a time. In theory, this could be used for cleaning pollution or delivering medicine to hard-to-reach areas. But the thought of machines making more of themselves without help also brings questions. What if they continue too long or spread in unexpected places? It's a topic many researchers are still studying closely. These small machines could do big things, but only if their actions stay well managed and carefully guided. Davy Crockett, Nuke. The Davy Crockett was a small tool designed to give ground teams a way to use advanced energy in the field. It looked simple on the outside, but it held a very new type of strength inside. It was light enough to carry and could reach far distances, which made it feel special at the time. Many people found it interesting, but were unsure how safe it really was. It was tested, but due to its size and power, it was not used often. People now look back at it as a strange part of history. It showed how ideas were changing fast, and how powerful things were becoming smaller. Even though it's not in use, the idea behind it still brings up questions. Sonic weapons. In recent years, tools using strong sound waves have been tested for many uses. These tools don't cause damage in the usual way. Instead, they send out waves that are hard for the ear to handle. Some people feel pressure, ringing, or light shaking in their head after hearing it. They've been used for guiding crowds or keeping people away from certain places. What's unusual is that these tools don't make a big noise. Sometimes they can't be heard at all. People have spoken about strange feelings after hearing certain sounds in faraway places. Though still not common, sound tools have become a topic of discussion. It's a quiet kind of invention that reminds us technology doesn't always have to look large or loud to be powerful. Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. In South Korea, scientists have developed robotic fish that are both incredibly advanced and highly autonomous. These fish are designed to mimic real aquatic life with remarkable accuracy, moving smoothly through water using advanced sensors and propulsion systems. The goal behind these robotic creatures is not only to explore and monitor aquatic environments, but also to help in environmental conservation. They can dive deep into oceans or rivers without disturbing the natural ecosystem. The robots can collect valuable data on water quality, marine life, and other environmental factors. These fish are also strong enough to withstand harsh conditions and can operate for long periods, making them essential tools for underwater research. The development of these robotic fish is an exciting step forward in both technology and marine science. And with that, see you next time.